Hello guys and welcome back. Today one of our members called Casey sent through their save and was wondering if I could possibly do a video on turning a box factory like this into something a little bit more like this. As you can see, this isn't just any plain box, there are lots of different angles to work with, so it might be a little bit difficult, but I thought if I could show you how we do it with this, possibly you could do it with your own. That being said, if you do want me to do this with other builds in the future that you guys send in, then let me know in the comments section below and perhaps we can continue this. So this particular facility is all about producing ammunition for weapons. So we have rifle cartridges, we have rebar rounds, and also Nobilis. They make quite a lot of use out of decals. This is something that I think would be nice to use a little bit on the outside a bit more as well. And they also have a lot of railings, something that we can also replicate. Also, thanks to the lighting highlighting various areas, I would really like to tie in the outside more with the inside. We can probably do that with glass walls. This is the entrance hallway. I really like the use of signs. In fact, I think we can probably tie that into the build a little bit more as well, whether we use this color or maybe a different color. But let's go on the outside and see what we want to do with it. So first off, we can see that from the outside there's this little entrance. So what I'd like to do is sort out the outer foundations. I think we need to add a little bit of height to it all. It also has quite an interesting shape with it kind of going up and quite obtrusively and then sloping back down. So I'd like to play around with the flow of the shape and see if we can make use of these angles. It also has a lot of concrete. What I really want to do is break that up a little bit. You see on the outside we have the whites from the plants. Hell, we even have the like reddy colors from both the trees and these little fungi things. We could possibly play around with that, but certainly with the white, especially seeing as we have a resource bus to the right that's white. The lower roofing's also very plain. I'd like to spice that up, maybe just add some kind of highlight to it, but I'm not sure how just yet. There's also ample opportunity here to add some glass as well. As we get started for this, I'm just going to be doing a quick and dirty fix. So I am going to be using creative mode from Pack Utility mod. So if you wonder why I'm building things without resources, that will be why. First thing we're going to do is level all of this out. And in order to do that, we're going to probably lift this, I think, to about this height. We're going to go around the whole base, fixing the foundations, but I'm also going to add a wall. So what I want to do with this is first off have a concrete wall along the top. We can actually do it along there. And then we're going to have this white metal wall underneath. And so the reason that we're doing that, you'll see once we've done this, is it's just going to, you can already see from here, right? How it's separating the bottom base layer, the foundations of this build from the rest of it. So that's important to build different levels to the structure. It makes it stand out more. I've been working on the foundations and then I thought this would actually be a really nice little shot. So I think we're going to do something with the glass here just because this is so big. But you can see how I've added another lower level of foundations here. And I think this works quite well as like a little dock. So we're going to play around with that and see how that turns out as well. Okay, so we've already done a little bit. You can see how we've done this border all the way around the build. We've also added the railings on top, which I think is a nice little hint at what's going on inside as well. As you can see, we've opened up this little space here for the actual kind of port areas. Just do this using the beams. Paint these black just so they stand out a little bit. And the other thing that I want to do is maybe add those there. I think that looks quite nice. A little bit like the bollards that you have just at the bottom of a dock. So moving up, we're going to be working on the depth here. We're going to add some beams just along the top here, and we're going to try and make it flow all together. So we're actually going to hold down Control and rotate this so that this is all along one plane. That looks quite nice. I don't want to do anything across from here because if we do that, you get this horrible kind of breakage. So we're going to stay away from that like so, just to give it another level, splitting it up, and we'll follow this all the way around. Here the crack isn't so prevalent, but certainly with the white beam it is. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the music, make sure to check out our Spotify or YouTube music playlist. The link is in the description. It is all copyright free, so if you're a content creator, you can use it yourself. And if you just like enjoying the lo-fi feels, then please do, as it's a great way to continue supporting the channel. This peak of the build here on this roof is actually another perfect opportunity to add another section of beams, just to split this all up again, because you don't want it all to have long lines of concrete, really. But so far, so good. I'm actually going to go along and add some beam supports down here to make it look a bit more structured. The great thing about having these slanted as well is that these go straight inside, so they look quite clean when doing this. Okay, that's broken it up a little bit more. The next thing that I want to tackle is this. Now this looks quite nice, it's an interesting shape, but I think we can do more by making it a bit blockier. So never be afraid to add onto a particular building. You can actually get some really nice shapes by going the extra mile and making it fatter, so to speak. So what we're going to do here is cover these in, and next we're also going to place the roofing above this. Now what I want to do with the roofing is to give it an extra border on this side and a slight overhang, and to do that we're going to grab the walkway crossing. So we'll place that, and from here we're going to go down one like so, and hopefully there we go, we can run this along, and now we have these two lovely border lines that are across here, which I really like. We're going to grab this wall and place it down from here. Grab that, we'll place that there. This one needs to be more like that. And now that we have this section here, I love the coated beams reflective qualities. I think that really works in this game. So we're going to use that to the best of our abilities by adding some signs here as well. So if we grab these signs, we may not be able to place them directly onto here, but we can place them from here. And we're going to color these. I think we'll do this as blue rather than red, which we could do to make it blend in with the downstairs. I think it's going to stand out a little bit better and look a little bit less evil if we, oh, it's the wrong one. We need this one. Make it this kind of lighter blue. We'll add a little bit of emission. Copy the sign. Save it, there we go. And we're going to just run this all the way along here. So there we go, something just a little bit out of the ordinary. We've built that up and now we've got this light just glowing out from one portion. It's not too much, it's just a nice little addition that we can do, and we might add some more accent lighting in a little bit as well. The next point I want to cover is windows. Now I think here we've got a nice little flow, so we'll probably do a little diagonal window, which we can do firstly by grabbing these window frames, then holding Control, and we can replace these like so. Oh, see, it's already started there. Fantastic. So this is the first diagonal window that we've got. We're going to add another one like so, and I feel this is more or less complete on this side. On this side, we have this massive block of concrete wall. So again, we're going to grab the window, but for this one, I think it's just going to be a case of doing one long side. Think of it like a computer tower case, how you just have one panel. I think we'll keep this half and half. But I think that there is looking pretty nice. Here we have another piece of wall, very plain. So what we're going to do, a bit like we did earlier with the facade on the front here with the extra fake wall, we're going to do the same down there. To do this, we're going to grab one of our wonderful road barriers and we're going to place this just one, so you see here, one position away. And we're going to grab a wall and use Control. By holding that down, we can replace that with this wall. Now you can already see how this gives you a lot more depth to your builds, but we're going to run this into this section. It's going to flow down as well. So just a little bit of accenting with the wall here looks really nice. I'm actually going to repeat this here as well. So I'm just hoping that it's going to work out. We'll find out. I'm pretty happy how this is turning out. At this point, I just want to add a little bit of decoration to the top, just something to stand out a little bit more. So again, using the same technique from before, we're actually going to build this roof out ever so slightly, like so. Okay, so we have that along there. I think we might have to make this concrete. But then you can add a stripe of yellow, black underneath it, followed by a beam. Okay, that kind of works. Right, time to work on this side. We're going to start off again with the walls. We're going to do it a little bit different. I think this side, all we want to do is have a straight line across here. We're going to repeat that along the top and also midway through. And to give it a bit more of a structured look, let's grab some of these small concrete pillars and we'll bring these up along here. But then on the bottom, what I want to do is run these all the way along here. Do the same on this side as well. Then every 3 or so we're going to do the same as this straight line here. So like that. I'm going to grab this and run it all the way along. We're going to turn it 3 increments and we'll do the same again. And from here, we're going to grab these lights again. I think this is just going to give it a little bit of underlighting. We can run this all the way along. Just going to make it pop. At this point, I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out so far, but there's one thing that we've left to do, and that is to work on this roofing here. Now, I love the coated beams. However, it feels like it needs to pop, and I'm not sure how we can do this. So I think we're going to try something with decals. Now, these decals can be found in the customizer under patterns once you've unlocked them from the awesome shop. And I think we can do something like this, right? Now this does, I'm well aware this doesn't look like much just yet. However, I think if we can change the color. So currently these swatches are just plain black. What we need to do is create a custom one. And I think if we can make the secondary color light blue, I'm liking that. Okay, let's grab the swatch again. We're just going to run this all the way along. And there you are. I'm pretty chuffed with what we've come up with. So let me know what you think. If you'd like me to do this again with another save, with another different type of box, let me know in the comment section below and maybe we'll do this. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the little tips. If you did, please do drop a thumbs up. And obviously, if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Special thanks does go to our amazing supporters, most notably our SoloXclipse patrons, the Calamity, Cerebral Tag, James Irwin, 5 Less, Podcac, and Jerry 2, as well as our Lunas, Dixie Chris, Lord of July, and Ben, as well as our Blood Moon, Papa Snoozy. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.